the power of menstrual blood. But don't tell anyone menstrual blood makes people uncomfortable. That's the first clue. It's not because it's dirty. It's not. It's not because it's S rare. It happens to half the world's S population every single month. It's because somewhere along the line, people realized there was something powerful about it. And when power can't be controlled, it's buried in shame. Let's unbury it. A system that bleeds but doesn't die. Start here. Menstruation is a biological marvel. It's the only instance in nature where a body regularly bleeds and docent T die. It doesn't get infected, doesn't weaken the body beyond repair. It cleanses, resets, and prepares the body to support life. If anything, it's a demonstration of resilience, not fragility. But you were probably taught the opposite. That periods are gross, unsanitary, and something to keep quiet. You probably learned to hide tampons in your sleeve and to whisper when asking for a pad. Society treats menstruation like a defect, not a sign of deep biological power. Why? Because in most systems, social, religious, political power is something to be hoarded, not shared. And menstrual blood represents something that can't be owned, bought, or easily understood by those who don't experience it. That makes it dangerous to the status quo. Ancient civilizations knew. Long before modern shame entered the picture, ancient cultures recognized menstrual blood for what it was: sacred. In ancient Egypt, menstrual blood was called the blood of Isis and was believed to hold magical and healing powers. The pharaohs used a mixture of menstrual blood and wine called essay, believed to give wisdom and strength. In Hinduism, the goddess Kamakyo is worshipped through a menstruation festival, where the temple water turns red, symbolizing divine fertility. Among the Dogon people of Mali, menstrual huts were seen as powerful places, not places of exile, but sacred zones. In some Native American traditions, women on their moon time were believed to be in heightened spiritual states and were respected as powerful and wise during this period. This isn't just mysticism, it's pattern recognition. People observed the connection between menstruation and creation, between the cycle of blood and the cycle of the moon, and they respected it. Until someone decided it was too much power to leave unchecked. Science is catching up for all the talk of periods as waste or impurity. Modern science is starting to see the opposite. Researchers have discovered that menstrual blood contains mesenchymal stem cells. It's the same kind used in regenerative medicine. These cells are unique. They're non-invasive to collect, abundant, and capable of differentiating into various tissue types. In simple terms, they can help rebuild the body. That means menstrual blood could be used in therapies to treat conditions like stroke, heart disease, or even spinal injuries. Scientists are still studying its potential, but the implications are staggering. This isn't just a bodily function. It's medicine. It's healing. It's power, flowing every month. But don't expect that to make headlines anytime soon. The shame is strategic. If menstrual blood is so powerful culturally, biologically, spiritually, then why is it treated like a secret? Because secrecy is control. When something is hidden, it can be weaponized. Shame keeps people quiet. It keeps them from asking questions. It stops them from seeing the full scope of their own bodies, or worse, the full scope of their influence. Think about it. A person who is in sync with their cycle, who understands the power of their body, who embraces menstruation as strength. That's not someone who's easy to sell to, shame or silence. So menstruation is wrapped in stigma. Ads show blue liquid, not red blood. Period pain is dismissed. Menstrual leave policies are controversial. In many places, menstruating women are still banished to separate huts, denied entry into temples, or excluded from daily life. The message is clear. If you bleed, stay quiet about it. But that message is starting to crack. Menstrual blood in spiritual practice. In modern spiritual circles, especially those rooted in witchcraft, feminism, or earth-based traditions, menstrual blood is being reclaimed. Some people collect their menstrual blood and return it to the earth, a practice called moon blood offering. It's a way to reconnect with the cycle of nature and honor the body's wisdom. Others use it in rituals, art, or meditation, viewing it as a direct link to their creative force. To skeptics, this might sound strange. But I senti it's stranger to flush something sacred down the toilet while pretending it doesn't exist. When you stop seeing menstrual blood as waste and start seeing it as a message, or a mirror, it opens a different kind of relationship with the body. You begin to notice patterns. You learn when you're strongest, most intuitive, most fertile, most inward. You stop fighting your cycle and start flowing with it. That's the beginning of autonomy. And systems built on compliance don't like autonomy. The womb as portal, not prison. The uterus is not just an organ, it's a portal. Every month, it prepares to create life. Every month, it decides whether to build or break down. This isn't passive, it's active. It's a cycle of power, destruction, and renewal that echoes the earth itself. Menstrual blood is the visible sign of this cycle. It's not just a symptom, it's a symbol. In myth, menstruating women were seen as wild, powerful, even dangerous. That danger was never about actual harm. It was about disrupting order, about women accessing something primal and uncontainable. That kind of energy doesn't submit. It creates, it knows, it transforms. No wonder it had to be hidden. What they don't want you to know, here's what they won't tell you in health class. Your period isn't gross, it's intelligent. It reflects your stress levels, your hormones, your environment. It's your body communicating. Your blood isn't waste. It contains stem cells, hormones, and potential. It can teach, warn, and even heal. Your cycle isn't a burden, it's a compass. It helps you understand when to rest, when to act, when to speak, when to listen. They don't want you to know that, because once you realize what your body is capable of, you don't apologize for it. You don't shrink yourself. You stop being ashamed of your power, and power without shame. That's revolutionary. Reclaiming the blood, we are in the middle of a quiet revolution. More people are talking openly about menstruation, not just in hushed tones, but with pride. Period poverty is being challenged. Menstrual education is expanding. Artists, writers, healers, and scientists are revisiting what this blood really means. There's still resistance, there's still censorship, but the secrecy is losing its grip. To reclaim menstrual blood is not just to embrace the body. It's to break a silence that has been weaponized for centuries. It's as to remember what your ancestors knew before shame was manufactured. This blood is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is wildness. It is you. So yes, it's a secret. But maybe not for long.